So while I am exhausted after that ordeal at Redcliffe, seriously, hordes of undead, blood magic rituals, fighting demons, I really need to go to sleep. But before I do that, I think my team and I need to have some bonding moments. Need to check in with everyone and see how everyone's doing after that, because that was a lot. Plus, I kind of went on a little bit of a spending spree with Bowden and got some gifts for everybody to kind of, you know, make them happy and, to for me to suck up a little, especially with Alistair, because seems still pretty annoyed about that whole blood magic Lady of Soul sacrifice thing. So yeah. Hey, Alistair.
What do you need? Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly? I would really love to know, considering I am a mage, and, knowing what a Templar can do would, actually be helpful. Oh, by the way, I really like that outfit we picked up for you. I don't know if I would wear it when we're fighting, because you're kind of right in the thick of things, but it does look really nice on you.
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army.
Yeah.
The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Yeah, so have you hunted many mages out of curiosity?
No, I never actually became a full Templar. Duncan recruited me before I took my vows.
Right.
I was only present during one harrowing. That was all I needed, too. I don't know how anyone could get through that. The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist.
Yeah, that was super fun.
And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly.
Yeah.
I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
Well, that's actually a good thing, Alistair. I mean, I don't want this to sound condescending, but it's probably going to a little bit. I think you're a little too sweet to be a Templar. You don't have that I hate mage thing that a lot of the Templars do. So, yeah, it was probably a good career move to get away from that. But so it does kind of sound like the Templars use magic themselves. Is that the case?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
Huh. So couldn't other people learn these talents? Like perhaps a mage who wants some protection against some Templars who decide that she shouldn't be out of the circle even though she's no longer a mage of the circle. Someone like that.
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars.
Yeah.
We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted.
Ooh.
And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
Indeed. Well, that is pretty bad. I mean, I can believe they would do that. I really can. It seems like something they would definitely do. But it is really horrible that they would do that. I mean, it's almost like they're forcing Templars to be Templars because they're so addicted to the lyrium that they'll do anything to get what they want.
Well, they do it, and they feel perfectly justified. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective.
Oh,
or so I was told.
interesting.
Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Yeah. Um,
What do you need?
I have another question for
Ask
you.
away.
Can you teach other people to be a Templar? I mean, I wouldn't mind learning at least a little bit so that, like I said, I can protect myself should the need arise.
I suppose I could. But I really would rather not. When the
Hmm.
Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word.
What is it with everyone being all secretive about their skills? I mean, we're a team. We're supposed to be helping each other and, sharing things that will make each other better. I mean, isn't that the whole point of a team? I don't know. I don't really have a lot of team experience prior to this, but, all right. I'm not going to force you. I'll respect your word.
Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all.
Well, it seems kind of small to me, but whatever, I guess. Um, Another question.
What do you need? Ask away.
Why have you remained a Templar if you hate the Chantry? I mean, it seems like you'd want to, like, just leave all that behind.
Have you seen the uniform?
Yeah, I
It's
have.
not only
Up
stylish,
close and
but well
personal.
made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
Alistair, it's a chest plate with a skirt. Literally, that's what it is. A big, bulky chest plate with a skirt. I mean, to me, that sounds impractical because all someone would have to do would be to aim at your lower regions, and then you would be, like, completely doomed. But, you probably should have become a mage. We've got all the colorful things, if you like that sort of thing.
Oh, you aren't kidding. I think the Templar uniforms are as colorful as they are just so the Templars didn't feel dull in comparison. Last thing you want when you're about to take down some Maleficar out in the woods is to have him point and laugh at your taste in clothing, am I right?
Again, Alistair, it's a chest plate with this skirt. That's probably going to get some laughs just as it is because it's so impractical. It's so impractical. Um Seems like that might happen anyway, you know.
Oh, ow, ow. Stab wounds to the pride are the worst.
Poor baby.
You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
Well, I do want to know, but if it's super boring, then just make it something more exciting.
You know, I like the way you think. But I guess if you're really curious, there's
I
no harm
am.
in obliging. I have a couple of interesting looking moles I can show you later too, if you're interested.
You can keep those to
The
yourself.
truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
Okay. What did you enjoy about this training?
The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
Not really. I mean, technically, the Circle of Mages was my home for a while, but I don't really consider it a home anymore. I don't really know if I ever really did, to be perfectly honest. So no, not anymore.
We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
Well, I mean, Alistair, like I said, I don't really consider the the Circle of Magi my home. I really don't think I ever did. I don't know if I've had any kind of home since I left my family, but I don't even remember that very well. But, you know, the Grey Wardens, they can be rebuilt. We kind of have to because there's like 2 of us, so we got to work on that whole rebuilding thing.
I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens.
Yeah.
But we'll never get back those we lost.
Well, no.
I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Resting? Alistair, we're literally just resting. That is like what we're doing. Okay, so I got you a present. You seem like the type who would like unusual, not necessarily magical, but fantastical things, like this stone dragon statuette. I mean, it's a cool dragon. I mean, it kind of screamed you to me.
I could get used to this, you know.
Do you like it? Oh. Do you like it? Yeah?
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you.
Okay.
Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
Loghain is gonna get what's coming to him, I promise. I mean, he will pay.
No, I know that. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister.
Really?
I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter.
Uh-huh.
Only I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Oh my. Okay. That's wonderful for you. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen my family in so long, and they've never really tried to contact me that I know of, so I would be happy if I found out I suddenly had some family. So that's wonderful for you.
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
Sure. I wouldn't mind. We could give it a try.
Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Yeah. Sure thing. We will definitely do that. Just so we're clear, are you past the whole rage at me for the blood magic Isolde thing?
Something on your mind?
Yeah? Are we good?
Of course.
Yeah? Okay. Well, I think we're good. So, but, you know, now that we're kind of becoming friends, would you maybe reconsider about the whole Templar thing? I mean, I know we just talked about it, but after my amazing gift and my willingness to go help you find your sister, maybe you'll make an exception?
Others, yes, but not yourself. I need someone who's trained first as a warrior. It's as much about discipline as anything. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secrets, I may as well go all the way.
Okay.
Send whoever you want trained to me in camp, and I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Alistair, you're very nice to do that for me. I'm very happy. Thank you. Okay, well, we need to try to talk to everyone. Shale, I have been finding these crystals. Do you know anything about them?
Oh.
Yes, I know, Sai. You know, I'm honestly surprised you haven't, like, just left.
Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave?
No.
I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, please stay. You're very helpful to the team and stuff.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own.
Yeah, and there's so much of it.
Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Okay, but about these crystals. Yes, the heavy size, I know.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Are those crystals in your skin? Because I've been picking up a lot of them.
I like to think of them as accessories.
Oh. Well, I appreciate a good fashion sense myself, as you can tell by my fabulous outfit here. Seriously, most of the mages have this, I mean, their outfits are colorful, but they all look really similar. It just, eh. Do all golems have these pretty crystals?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace.
Oh.
My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
Well, that's good. Are they decoration or do they actually do something? Is it a dwarven thing?
So I would assume. My former master enjoyed poking around the ruins in the deep roads after all, and bartering with others who did.
Okay.
As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me.
Oh, all
Wilhelm
right.
had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
Well, that does sound useful. But no, I wouldn't do that to you, Shale, not without your express permission. But if you want to give me permission, I would be totally open to that. But it's up to you. Can they do other things too?
Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds.
Oh, all right.
All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Oh. I mean, like I said, I've been finding a lot of these, but I don't want to take advantage, Shale. I mean, if you would be okay with it, I could add some more to you.
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
Not right now. I want to try these crystals.
Better to save them for the next random stranger it decides to interrogate. Let us leave now.
Shale, your snark is divine, and I just love it. I really do. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We've got fire and ice. Well, we're gonna go to Denerim. I'm not sure where we'll end up after that. Let's go with fire for now. Does that sound okay? Oh, yeah. Definitely. And I found some other ones where you can do damage. Maybe some spirit damage? Oh, Shale, you look so pretty. You look so pretty. I love it. You look so pretty.
Ah, I see it found some of the crystals that I told it about.
I did.
Well done.
I'm glad you like them.
What does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
They're so pretty, Shale. They look beautiful, and you look just lovely. You do.
They are, aren't they? I so adore them.
I'm glad.
I think it should find some more as soon as possible.
I have
I want to
some.
glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
I'm glad that you like them, Shale. I like them too.
Oh,
Yes, the heavy sighs. Can I ask you something?
it doesn't have better things to do.
So I'm told you killed your former master? Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Just, kind of so I know what to avoid so that that doesn't happen to me. And not that I'm your master, because I'm not. But I would prefer not to be squished.
Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such? I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Vague, but not non-existent. Please, Shale, please.
Clever and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall.
Thank you.
My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
Why? You're beautiful just as you are. And the crystal accessories just look amazing on you.
Flattery, and obvious flattery, too. I feel warm and fuzzy inside. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to.
Aw.
So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
So he hit the kill me button by accident?
Oh, ho, ho. It does like to laugh, does it? But who knows? I may have such a thing. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time, I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
Yeah, that really must have been really bad. I mean, I think I would have gone insane just being frozen, stuck watching a boring village for years and years and years. Didn't you say it was like 30 years or something horrible like that? I'm really sorry, Shale. That's just awful.
In fact, at first, I found it more of a relief. For so many years, I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first, I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
Maybe it has something to do with the crystals. I mean, they're kind of seem to be like they are unique, so maybe it's something with that?
Possibly. Except that he was not experimenting with the crystals at the time, I think. But my memory is not good. It may be correct. Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes?
Definitely.
And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments,
Never!
not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Well, Shale, as long as you don't try to squish me, you have nothing to fear from me either. Much. Sounds good to me.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Oh, Shale, I got you a little present too. Let's see. It's a pretty stone I thought you would like. It's a green stone. It's very pretty.
Ooh, shiny.
You like shinies? Yeah?
I've watched a lot of humans in my time.
Oh.
It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
Oh. Well, thank you, Shale. That's just great.
Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes?
Clearly.
Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
Oh, well, I am a mage and an elf, so maybe that has something to do with it?
Then that must be it. The humans have always spoken about elves being inferior, but obviously this is their own stupidity talking.
Definitely.
I would
I'm glad
appreciate
you
if
agree.
it didn't spread around that I said anything.
Never.
Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
And we wouldn't want that. Don't you worry, I won't tell a soul.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror?
It would be terrible.
Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft.
Never.
Perish the thought.
It's always fun talking to you, Shale. I'm glad you like the crystals. Morrigan. How are you?
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Well, I mean, you know, I just wanted to make sure you were okay and everything after the whole blood magic ritual, and Alistair's pretty mad about it, but you seemed to have a more practical standpoint on it, which I very much appreciate. I am curious though. Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry? I mean, they're pretty... Well, they're like hunting dogs that you just can't seem to get rid of. They really are.
My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were.
So not at all.
Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Oh, all right. You really didn't have any trouble with them? I mean, Templars are always like, we shall catch the mages who escape, and they act like, you know, they are the ultimate supreme powers where we're concerned. But it's nice to hear that that Flemeth and you were able to just give them the slip without any issues.
I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait, a little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
That's clever. I like that. But I'm sure more would have showed up eventually. They are relentless.
Sometimes. Eventually. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I think they got what they deserved. I mean, I think the mages should be allowed to be free, and if they want to study in the circle, then that's their business. But it's just not right for them to just hold us prisoner and then, you know, chase after us if we dare to try to go live our own lives.
Perhaps they did. Still, I do not begrudge them doing what they believe is necessary. The Chantry sees any mages not leashed to the circle of magi as apostates.
Yeah.
And apostates could become maleficarum, evil mages that resort to blood magic and become demon-enslaved abominations. It may even be true. Still, those of us who prefer freedom see no reason to submit.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't think all blood magic comes from demons. I mean, I think a mage can use blood magic, maybe learned it from a book or learned it from someone else, and they can use it without ever contacting a demon. I mean, not that I have any experience with such things, but that is what I believe. And I very much agree with you. I wish I'd been able to get away much sooner than I did.
An interesting answer for a mage.
Doesn't mean I liked
Enough
being
of this
there,
talk.
Morgan.
Let us return to the task at hand.
I got you a present too. Let's see. It is a pretty golden necklace. You seem like the type of girl who would enjoy some pretty jewelry. So I saw this and I thought of you.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
I'm glad you like it.
I await your command. So, Full of questions, are you?
So, since we're getting along so well, and now we're friends, do you think you could maybe agree to teach others, including me, how to be a shape changer if we should so desire?
By others, do you mean yourself?
Yes, I am considering it.
Then I shall teach you what I can whenever we are in camp.
Thank you.
Provided you have the will to even make the attempt, that is.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Sten. How are you, Sten?
Yes.
So could you tell me a little bit more about the whole cage slaughtered family thing?
Sitting, as you observed.
Yeah, cute. You're the strong, silent type, I see.
Your grasp of the obvious is remarkable.
Yeah. You know, could you just answer my question, please?
I did.
Oh my god.
Parshera. Was there anything else?
You are impossible. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Why did you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What was that question?
The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
What is an Arishok?
The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Kunari.
Oh, so he's like your ruler or something? Did you find the answer to his question? I mean, it's pretty obvious. Dragon, darkspawn, great unending evil.
A portion of it.
What was the answer? I'm curious what you think the Blight actually is.
Were you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed?
Yes, I was.
That is your answer.
Don't you have to report back, though? I mean, I'm sure he's waiting. Not that I want you to leave or anything, but, I don't want you to get into trouble with your king or your ruler or whatever.
Yes.
When are you gonna do that? It would be good for me to know so that, if you're gonna leave, I can kind of plan for that.
Never. I cannot go home.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry about that.
Thank you. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
Okay.
As you wish.
I have a present for you too. You seem kind of like a refined sort. Like you might appreciate artwork or sculptures or things like that. I hope I'm right.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Oh, so you did like it. That's great. I'm glad. Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad. Roland, hi.
I must tell you this. Blood magic. That was not right. Not at all.
Not you two.
I'm sure there was another way.
Oh. Look. Huh. Look. It was that, or we killed the little boy. Okay? I mean, it's easy to be the judge when you're not the one having to make these decisions. So, look, it was my call. Don't burden yourself and such.
How can I not feel bad about what we have done? Oh, please. Leave me alone for a while.
Oh, get over yourself. Jeez. You know what? I don't even want to talk to you. That was just rude. Alistair was more reasonable than you, and he was the one who actually knew that family. Just get over yourself. Hi, Liliana. Are you going to chew me out too?
Yes.
Can we talk?
Well, here I am.
Okay. So, out of curiosity, what was life like in the Chantry Cloister? Boring? Full of holiness and such, I imagine?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation.
Ah,
In the cloister,
so
away
boring.
from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker.
Right.
But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
The understatement of this century right there. They tend to be very self-righteous.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain.
Yeah,
They want to
they
believe that
do
he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I mean, what did you say to them exactly? I mean, I'm not really a believer in the Maker, but I mean, your views do sound a little more reasonable, but I'm curious what you said.
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes?
No.
Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Another question.
Yes? Well, here I am.
What? Okay, this is probably going to sound awkward, and I don't really mean it that way, but I guess I don't know really how else to say it. What would someone like you be doing in Lothering's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
You know, the beautiful, charming woman like yourself.
And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong.
Oh, really?
There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister.
Oh.
All of them chaste and virtuous. It added to their mystique.
Huh.
Because then, they were forbidden. And forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no?
Can we go back to Lothering now? It sounds like there might be a little more fun going on in that Chantry than I thought.
You would abandon your Grey Warden duties to seduce an initiate into forgetting Chantry and Maker?
Well, that sounds a lot more fun than what I'm doing right now. It depends on the initiate.
There are certainly many to choose from. I was never one of them, though. I was only affirmed. The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
Why were you seeking safe harbor? Did something happen?
The Chantry does not pride, and you should.
I'm just
I
asking.
desired time apart from the world. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Right. I feel like you're hiding something. But
Yes?
can I ask you something else?
Well, here I am.
Do you have some stories? I'd like to hear some stories of like some faraway lands and things like that.
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Why don't you tell me about the Darkspawn? They are, pretty relevant and all.
Chantry law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
Well, that's interesting, I guess. I mean, I don't really know if it's true, but I guess it doesn't really matter. My job is just to kill them. So, but thank you for that. Maybe we'll do some more stories later. I did get something for you, though. Let's see. I found this one, I believe, in the Chantry and Lothering, and I've just been kind of meaning to give it to you, and I just keep forgetting. It's a bronze symbol of Andraste. It definitely seems like your sort of thing, and I don't want it.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
I'm glad you like it. Puppy! Puppy!
Ugh, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack.
Edgar, what did you do?
A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Oh, Edgar. I mean, you shouldn't be putting that in her bag, but it's a sweet thought. I mean, it's a thought that counts. He means well. He wants to give you a present because he likes you.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
All right. You heard the lady.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
I think you hurt his feelings, Morrigan. He's sensitive.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Good to know, I guess. Wow. Zevron. So, I mean, we're starting to work better together, but I think that we should try to improve things a little more, you know, try to establish at least some measure of trust in each other. And you have seen I am willing to get my hands dirty if the need arises, so I'm obviously not going to be judgmental of your assassinating, just of your attempts to assassinate me.
Here I am.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about Antiva?
Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you?
Yes.
The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes.
Sounds kind of nice. I've never really gotten to travel, obviously. I was locked away in the tower, but I always wanted to kind of explore, see the world and such. Don't you want to go back at some point?
It's not really a matter of wanting to go back. I cannot go. At least not yet. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable?
No, not really. I mean, I was from an alienage, and then I got shipped off to the Circle Tower. I don't have a lot of memories, but I do remember my mother was very pretty. She would kind of constitute a person who represented a glittering gem.
You have me there, indeed. I, for one, can make no such claim, as I never laid eyes on the woman. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
Really? Is that some kind of euphemism? I mean, knowing from what I've learned of you, that seems the most likely.
It may as well be. But not this once, no.
Okay.
I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home more than anything else.
Oh. Well, I mean, smells can definitely trigger emotions. And leather doesn't smell bad, I don't think. But, it does kind of sound like you've been away from home forever. How long has it been?
Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in a store window.
Oh.
Finest Antivan leather. Perfect craftsmanship. But I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no?
I mean, I assume that job was for killing me. But, trying to move past that. You know, I guess we all have our jobs, and maybe I should be flattered that Loghain thought me enough of a threat that he sent an assassin to try to kill me. And, well, let's just stay focused on your home. Your home's still there, Zevran. I mean, it's not like it's gonna disappear or something. You can go back some point.
True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a beautiful grey warden?
Oh,
a
dear.
woman who then spares my life. I could not.
Beautiful, huh? You haven't been flirtatious with me since you were trying to convince me not to kill you.
I say you are beautiful because it is true. Should I not?
I mean, I guess it's kind of nice. Okay, sure. Go ahead. You can call me beautiful if you want to.
And glad I am to hear it. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal.
Can I ask you something else?
Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Why did you want to leave the crows exactly? I mean, when you were trying to convince me not to kill you, you just seemed happy to just throw them aside. Could you tell me a little bit more?
Well, now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
But what would you rather do? I mean, you must have some kind of plans.
Now that you mention it, I am not entirely certain. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which
Oh.
is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
I mean, you're tugging on my heartstrings here, Zevran. Good grief. It really does sound bad. I mean, especially for a kid. I mean, that's just... You deserve better than that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know about that. The crows who are actually good enough to survive come to enjoy some of the benefits. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. Gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy.
Both.
But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
God, that sounds like the Circle Tower. It's a pretty gilded cage with lots of Templars guarding it. Out of curiosity, I mean, I just told you, I fancy both. What do you fancy?
I fancy many things. I fancy things that are beautiful and things that are strong. I fancy things that are dangerous and exciting. Would you be offended if I said I fancied you?
Oh my. Wow. Gee, I mean, I expected a little flirting, but I don't know if I expected to go quite this far. Um, I look. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, maybe. But you know, I'm not a relationship person, really. I'm just kind of not very good at that. I mean, just kind of a let's have a little fun and call it a day sort of thing. But I mean, I suppose I'm not offended that you fancy me.
This is good to know.
Oh
As
God,
for
what have I
I'll do in
done?
the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
I'm trying, Saffron. I'm very much trying to trust you and get past the whole assassination thing. And I certainly hope you won't try to betray me, but that's still in the back of my mind. But I'm glad that you're with us. You've proven yourself to be very useful so far, and well, you are kind of pretty to look at. But you know, the camp needs a little beauty and stuff. So yeah, I'm happy to have you along.
And here I am, happy to be had. Isn't it wonderful how things work out that way?
Yeah.
Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Okay. Yeah.
I've a question, if I may.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well.
Yeah.
My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
I mean, if we're gonna do a little flirting and such, I might as well give as good as I get. So is this after I ravish you in celebration?
Of course it is afterwards. The ravishing part is a given.
Well, that's good to know.
One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
No. You could go if you wanted. I don't want a slave or a servant or anyone tied to me who doesn't want to be here.
Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave?
I mean, I suppose I could come up with a use or two for you. You are very handsome and all. Maybe I could come up with a use for you.
I'm sure I could come up with a few more if pressed. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes? What is your desire?
Oh dear. Wow, that's a change. Can you teach others to be an assassin? Would you be willing to do that now? I think Liliana could benefit from your skills.
I could teach others, but not yourself. First, I would need someone who has training as a rogue. That is, unless you would care to spend the years it takes to gain the fundamentals.
Not really.
But if there should be such a person who desires this training, yes, by all means, send them to me. The crows are already furious, no? I shall enjoy tweaking their nose further.
Well, thank you. That's very sweet. I'm glad. Oh dear. So it seems like I may have gotten myself into some sort of possible entanglement with Saffron. Wasn't exactly planned, but it might be fun. Something to take my mind off of all of this terribleness. But, yeah. I think I'm gonna get some sleep, and then, we're gonna head to Denerim, first thing in the morning. I think that would be the best thing to do.